right, our next topic is customer service. And when we talked, I said, everybody says they give great customer service. So we're going to have to raise the bar a little bit. And I think all of them really delivered on some interesting insights. So Bloomberg is going to talk about how rush orders are an opportunity, not a negative.
So that is the hardest thing to tell everybody, right? Because nobody wants their day interrupted. And I'm sure you can, if I say, think about the most craziest rush request, at least one person's name has popped in your head. I mean, I got Annette, Susan, Patty, I got them all. But this is an opportunity where nobody out there can come close to do and deliver what you need to do. So this is where we prove that we're here to support the company. And trust me, when you bail them out a couple of times, they become your best advocate. So I tell the team consistently, this is our chance, right? And there's times where I have to go, hey, Doug, sorry, can we push yours back a couple hours? And but I build the relationship with somebody. Well, we're allowed to do that, and we work things out and build these things. So we are consistently getting hit with we get hit with 350 rush requests a month. Typically, they come in around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I have to have them in New York by 2. So it's a lot of last minute stuff. We've done it where we have a shuttle service going back and forth. We just put it on a van, we're all excited, and there's a typo, and here we go again. Now we gotta go, and it's already on its way. We know that one's bad. So in the end, the team, it's very hard for people to step out and realize, well, my whole day is shot. Well, just think what the opportunity is for the company. And in the end, we gotta do the right thing. And that's what I continue to tell everybody. We're the last shot. So we have to do the right thing. And when you do the right thing a number of times, they become your best cheerleaders.
Great. Doug's going to talk about radical customer service.
Yeah, this last year we added a goal for everybody and my staff to provide radical customer service. And I always say that with more flourish. It's not just customer service, it's radical customer service. We have to get out and help somebody out of their comfort zone, above and beyond. More than the normal. And it didn't hurt that part of their performance-based evaluation or the raises were tied to those, making sure those goals happen. So they were looking for ways to go and help people. And they came back with samples of doing a 65-inch by 36-inch poster in an hour and a half. They gave us 2 hours, so we shouldn't complain. But when a customer calls at 3 o'clock and needs it by 5 o'clock, and my staff figured out a way to do that without batting an eye and tells me after the fact, that means they're providing that radical customer service. When a nationally known speaker comes to our Boys Town and then hands our customer the PowerPoint presentation that they'd like copies of, there's 12 pages and they get in 20 minutes to do it in, we get calls for those, and instead of saying, no, we don't do that, we found a way to provide that radical customer service again. And in 19 minutes, because they wanted to hand them out beforehand, we provided them with 75 copies of the 12-page PowerPoint. It's about 900 copies if you're doing the math. And I was impressed. My staff figured out a way. We used 5 different machines and put them all together, and they were stapling them in a row in the production line and out the door. That gave them such an adrenaline rush. Early in the morning, they were good the rest of the day. That was kind of fun. But empowering my staff to provide the radical customer service helped them look for ways of doing that. So it wasn't me telling them to do it all the time. They were starting to help each other look for ways of doing that, whether it's delivering something by themselves or waiting for the next call to see if that's one of those they could call their radical customer service.
Great. Yeah, I thought it was, and it's in the book, interesting that he let them choose how they wanted to do it. So. Next is going to be Robbie, and he's going to talk about saying yes when others say no and deliver it super fast.
Yeah. So that's really our customer services. We try not to say no to any project. It's always yes, and we try to figure out a way to do that after we say yes. But sometimes it doesn't work out, but most of the time we figure it out. But yeah, we have. You guys pretty much have said everything to say about it, but I do have a story. Our digital press operator will get files from corporate communication. They're on the first floor, we're on the fourth floor. And so he will, Danny will send it up to the fourth floor, and the digital press operator, he'll run to the press, print it, have it wrapped, sealed, cut everything by the time Danny gets to the fourth floor to pick it up. It's just one of those super fast things that we try to do to offer, and so we're known for speedy work and just the quality and quick turnaround time, and we'll do whatever it takes to help to make it easy for them. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. We have a good time with it.
Awesome.
The Amazing Race, right?
Yeah, the Amazing Race, that's it.
Shelley's going to talk about what you see here on the screen here, the SOS. I thought this was really cute.
So that's actually most of my staff. I have one other part-time person. We started using this little motto, and it's become a competition. Who can do the best job, getting the hardest job done the fastest at the shortest time? And it's kind of fun. It's taken it from somebody being upset over having to hurry and rush and why don't they plan ahead, to the whole climate has changed in the shop. And so we use the SOS all the time. We don't say it all out. We just go SOS, and they'll say, "I got the best SOS today." So it's kind of fun. It's been a great competition. Some of the things that we're working on is just even with the email. We have a generic email in our print shop if somebody emails us a job. And for a time, and I had different staff, nobody would sign the email. They would just send information about a job or ask a question, and then they don't know who they were talking to. And so they say, "I got an email," and so it was just confusing. So just getting everybody to sign an email was a big deal, and it's really helped so that one person can follow through with the job so it's not handed off and mixed up. A couple of things that they're doing to solve problems, they use examples of other jobs when people bring in something. It's a lot of the teachers have no idea really what they want when they come in, and we don't expect them to know. It's not their job. And so we want to be the best we can at explaining either the simplest or the most creative way, whatever they're looking for. We don't bill back for very much of our copies. Anything that's scanned is not billed back. We really only bill back for color copies and things. So if they come in and they want a book or something like that done, we can suggest a color copy with black pages, and they never thought of that, so they're extremely happy because it makes it a lot better. So we just use this SOS plan every day, and we make it a contest, and I buy lunch who wins at the end of the week. So it's been great.
Wow. So for your example jobs, do you ever have example jobs of what not to do? Like, if you send me this, it won't work?
We really try not to do that. I don't think there's anything that they've brought in, but we don't get super complicated work because we're a school district. The majority of the work is classroom work, and till the end of the year when we start doing programs, we do grad programs, and all the musicals and the plays and everything comes at the end, and those come out really creative for the limited help that they have. And if they come in with anything, I have the young man on the end, he's only worked for me for a couple weeks, and somebody had a book and they didn't realize when they said they needed a cover that they actually needed some artwork on that cover. And so he came into my office and he said, "Is it over the top to like design a cover for them?" I'm like, "Absolutely not, do it, they'll be ecstatic, just send them a proof after you've got it done." And he said, "Okay," and then he went out to the computer, and then he came back and he goes, "I don't know how to do that." So I went out and showed him how to use the software we have, and he created something really quickly, and the teacher was ecstatic, and it was just a simple thing. And so they're really happy if you just take that extra step, that extra mile, and have the attitude that you're happy to do it.